Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Insufficient Friends. I'm Kevin. She's Nikki.
Hi.
And Nick, for all the new people here, we didn't do this last week or the week before
No,
that.
I don't think we
we
did.
did. If we didn't, we're sorry because we're insufficient. If you're new here, this is a podcast about whatever we want to talk about. This week, it's reality TV. Next week, it's Harry Truman. Last week, it was I don't
Was it
remember.
volcanoes? Cleopatra.
Cleopatra. The week before that, it was volcanoes. It's just
Yeah.
whatever we decide to talk about any given week. If you don't like that, then comment and tell us something to talk about because we'll talk about it. Um,
hmm
but this week you're stuck with reality TV. So yeah,
Yep.
I'm stuck with reality TV too because
Yeah, I was
Nick
gonna
will
say you're stuck with me
um,
giving you the tea on
yeah,
reality TV.
Nick will know that I texted her yesterday when I sat down to watch this reality television show that I was forced to beaten to submission to watch, um, and I just basically said, "This is an hour long. Are you really? Are you serious?" Um,
Yeah.
I will say that it went by faster than I expected, so I was very happy for that. Um, but we'll get into that in a minute. But Nick, how anything crazy, interesting happen in your week?
mm, no, except
No.
for the new premiere of Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, which is part of what we're gonna talk about today.
Okay.
So I have a headache because I binge watched that.
Okay. Um. Well, I mean, I
How
can't.
about you?
No, I can't really. I can't really say that anything interesting did happen. I can't really top last week when I almost burnt my house down. So,
hmm
I think we'll just go straight into um, shout outs for this week. I'll let you start because I think we can
hmm
easily transition into what from me
hmm
almost burning my house down to your shout out for this week. So,
Yes. Yeah. So one of my shout outs is Mariah. So Mariah sent me a DM when we posted the short of your fire safety story and how I am fire illiterate. I don't know what you would call it. I don't know how to work a fire extinguisher. And Mariah was like, I've taught you this. And I was like, no, you haven't. Or else I would know. I would
well,
know what was it, press or
pass,
something?
pass,
Pass.
yeah,
See,
pass.
clearly it has not stuck with me. So, Mariah, I'm sorry I failed you. The reason she said I've taught you this is because her family literally has a fire extinguisher company.
Mm-hmm.
So, sorry, Mariah, I have failed you with my existence. But so that was my first shout out. The second was we got a follow on Instagram. I'm assuming maybe from the Paracon episode. I don't know. Or they just thought we were funny, which would be a first.
Yeah,
But
because half the time we
Grim
don't
Reaper,
think we're funny.
I know. Grim Reaper Paranormal followed us. So thanks
Nice.
for the follow.
Yes. On that same note, we had a uh, Creeps, CREEPZ followed us as well, which stands for. Hold on, I looked it up a second ago. Hold on, let me. Um, they actually commented on our Paracon episode.
hmm
Um,
Yeah, and I knew it sounded familiar. Um,
yeah, they remember you the from Paracon. Actually, they
mhm.
said. Um,
I loved Paracon.
They said it was fun, and they remember you from the winery and the
hmm
bunker session in the winery. Why is this not letting me load this? Hold on, hold please. This is being dumb. Hold on a second.
Yeah, that was fun. Being in the bunker area of Belvoir Winery. I know we've already talked about this, but shout out Belvoir Winery. Not only is it
Nice.
a great winery where you can get wine and charcuterie, also there's ghosties there. Oh, my friend Kaylee had her bridal shower there last weekend and it was
Oh,
gorgeous.
nice.
And so it's a really pretty event venue and they do weddings and things, but also very haunted.
Yeah,
And it was indeed fun.
yeah. They say they remember you from the winery. They wish they could have had more time to talk with you during the experience. They're looking forward to the 2026 Missouri Paracon as well.
Me too.
And they said that their fun fact from that made them hungry for a steak with some A1 steak sauce. So,
Nice.
and they're looking forward to, I guess, checking out more of the podcast. So, thanks for the
Good.
the
Thanks.
subscribe, guys.
Yeah,
I what is
very cool.
theirs again?
I'm also very excited for Paracon again next year. I already bought our tickets, so
Nice.
yeah, should be fun. It was very good, and it was already really good for being the first year, so if it's even better next year, it'll be great. Yeah.
Nice.
Did we have any other shout outs?
I don't think so. There wasn't anything else that I needed to um, that I saw anywhere that I felt like um, was was notable. Ah, here it is. Okay, I found it. City or rural explorers examining paranormal zones is what CREEP stands for. It took me a second to find it. I was trying to
Nice.
figure it out. But
I
anyway,
don't think I knew what that stood for.
yeah. I think I
Interesting.
told you it like a minute and a half ago, but we probably forgot it. That's
Well,
fine.
goldfish.
Oh, anyway. Yes, this week, folks, we are talking about reality television.
Yes. Specifically, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and Vanderpump Villa. I think this is funny. Nothing shows my personality better than us going from Cleopatra to Secret Lives of Mormon Wives to Harry Truman. Like that is truly my brain. So
Yeah,
you're welcome.
two of them I'm great with.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like I watched Vanderpump Villa. I watched an episode
Yes.
of Vander, so I
Mhm.
am willing to watch it. Okay, I'm
Yes.
willing to give things a chance. And you know what? Let's start with whatever you want to start with, and we'll get into my
Okay.
thoughts on it later. We'll
And
get
then
into
we'll
my
get into your
thoughts. We'll
thoughts
get
on.
into my thoughts
Okay.
when we get to it.
So let's start with Secret Lives of Mormon Wives because the episode of Vanderpump Villa that I made Kevin watch was where the wives were visiting the villa. So we'll
Mom
go
talk.
Secret
Mom talks.
Lives. Yeah, the mom
Is
talks.
that
Um,
something specific to the Mormon? Is that like
yeah, like Mormon Wives TikTok.
okay,
Hmm.
okay,
Yeah, so mom talk.
okay?
Yeah, so mom talk, it's a community of Mormon mothers, primarily based in Utah, although
Yeah,
now there's more communities. I think like Florida started one, New York started one, so it's kind of becoming like a, you know how reality or not reality, Real Housewives
yeah. It
has
kind of went
different
everywhere.
cities.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the main mom talk is Utah.
Okay.
So they have social media platforms where they share. It started as like dance videos, lifestyle things. Now it's a bunch of stuff on motherhood, like just a wide variety of things.
Okay.
The original purpose was to not only empower moms and just women in general, but also challenge gender norms, especially within. So these women are all Mormon or ex-Mormon. There's both in the group. And so they challenge gender norms as well because like a lot of these women are the breadwinners. And so really the purpose was empowering women and mothers.
Okay. Well, good for them.
It's definitely not all that.
Okay. Well.
Now because it's reality TV.
Yeah.
Um so now like this season especially was just a lot of petty drama. I mean, it's reality TV.
It's reality
It's
TV.
drama.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, I'm not gonna give any spoilers about the season because it literally came out 2 days ago. I've finished it all. Most normal people haven't, so I'm not gonna give anything away about season two. Just know that it's
By the
petty.
way, by the way, when it comes to
Hmm.
stuff like this, what always amazes me is, and it doesn't matter if it's reality TV or any television show that drops, because I'm guessing this drops just like everything else, where it's all of it
Yeah.
comes out at once, right? Does it come out weekly, or is it all at once?
I think it was all at once. They're left on a cliffhanger, so I don't know if it's a cliffhanger to the next season or a cliffhanger to another part of this season, but there were 11 episodes, so I think all the entire season dropped, I
Okay.
think.
What always amazes me is when these seasons drop like this, and within like an hour and a half, there's already like spoilers for the entire season up online, and I'm like,
Yeah.
how
Yeah.
the f did you watch a 11 episodes, 11 hours of television in an hour and a half, and get a spoiler on online? Because I've never, I don't understand it. Like, I don't even understand how that's even possible.
I feel like a lot of the spoilers and things come from the camps of
You think they're coming
the
from like internal?
cast.
Okay.
Yes. Like I'm sure
But why
that
would they
these people
want?
have all these spoilers ready to go.
Why would they want to spoil things themselves then? Do you think that helps them?
PR.
Do you think that helps
PR.
though?
Oh yeah. You think that's not promoting? 100% that's promotion. Good or bad? I think it's promotion.
See, but I think that I would.
Also, you have to realize they each like not all these women get along.
Yeah.
And so I guarantee, just like the Real Housewives, there are certain camps putting out things against other
Well, yeah, I
camps.
get that, but I just it the I don't know. I don't
Yeah,
know.
but I get what you're saying. Like a lot of the news outlets, it's like, how do they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
I mean,
just
that's just like news in general.
yeah.
Like how do things get leaked? It's, but that's basically what Mom Talk is. They were really like widely known after they had like a soft swinging scandal. And then
Yeah, I heard them
they're
make
known
comments
for
about
different
that.
other
I heard them
yeah,
make
they're
jokes
known
about
for
that in their
different other
thing.
random
Yeah.
things too. Like they do a lot of jokes about like they don't drink soda
Mhm.
or they don't drink coffee and tea, so they drink soda.
Mhm.
So there's just a lot of random things that they're known for, but that's what they are overall, is a group of Mormon moms on TikTok, Instagram, social media,
Okay.
making videos. They have this platform.
Okay.
So that's Mom Talk. I do have a question for you though. So if you had like a talk, what would it be? Like, for example, if I could think of like Casey would be like car talk. Mine would be like history talk or queen talk or something like I would
Probably
do, like
Disney.
things about queens. Disney talk?
Disney, yeah. Disney or
Yeah, I
Legos.
was thinking, oh yeah, Legos. I was like train talk. I was trying to think of your other like hobbies.
Yeah. Probably Disney or Legos.
I like that.
Yeah.
Disney talk. Anyways, I was just
There
curious because
probably
I
is
was
a
trying to
Disney
think
one
of
out
what.
there.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I mean, think of all the like Disney trip planners and
Mhm.
things. It's just not like the same as like
It's
Mom Talk.
yeah.
But
No.
yeah. Anyways, um, okay. Vanderpump Villa.
Mhm.
We're finally getting to what I made you watch. And did you
Mhm.
just love it so much?
Mm-mm.
I love Vanderpump Villa.
Okay,
It's
so
not it's not like quality like
uh
I totally get it's
listen.
not like
Listen.
quality TV.
I
It's
will
amazing though.
I will say I understand if you're into that type of television, I understand how you could get like pulled in and like enjoy that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my type of television. I can understand how if you like that type of TV, like the over the top drama stuff, I can understand how you like it. And
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of really attractive people on there. I get that. But
Mm-hmm.
it's not something that I know.
Yeah.
It
So
just
for anyone who hasn't seen it,
most
like
of the
Kevin has been
people
forced to.
most of the people on there just
They
annoying.
push your buttons.
They just annoy me constantly.
Yeah. Yes.
And
So,
the way that it's just it's even done in a way that annoys me. Like it's like put together in a way that annoys me. So it's just like pushes
like
my
how it's
buttons.
edited together.
Yes, it just I don't know. It just annoys. It's just
Yeah.
obnoxious to me. Like
Yeah, it's just edited like the Kardashians or bad.
yeah,
It's edited like any reality
yeah, and
TV show nowadays.
I
But
don't care for that. Like it's
let me give
just
a brief overview because not everyone has seen this, like you were forced to. So
yeah. I wish I was
Vanderpump
still in that
Villa.
boat too.
So let me start with Lisa Vanderpump. So Lisa Vanderpump was a real housewife. She has an animal rescue. She's a restaurateur.
Okay, so
Um,
that's where she got her started from. Okay. I've
yeah,
always
and
wondered
then
where
got
she
into
started
TV
from.
shows and everything. She
Okay.
was a restaurateur, entrepreneur. Got into TV, has multiple TV shows, and this is one of them. Um, so that's Lisa Vanderpump. Vanderpump Villa specifically. So the first season was shot in the south of France. This season,
It's in
which
Italy.
was from the episode I made you watch, was from this season, season two. It was in Italy,
Mm-hmm.
Castello Rosato. Um, so same premise for both seasons, just different location, different castle. But basically, they run this villa for the summer so guests can have this memorable Italian summer, and they usually bring some type of celebrity guest to stay. Either celebrity guest or just like a guest of honor that, and they do specific theme nights and different things like that. But the show is mostly about
The cast, the
the
crew that
cast,
works there,
the
the
workers.
workers that
Yeah.
work there. Yes.
Yep.
Now
So it
is
shows like the behind the scenes of like the luxury hotel
yeah
industry, basically.
is is each episode because I only watched the one and I don't plan to
Hmm.
watch any others. Is each episode a different group of people? Like, is the Mom Talks more than one
Yeah,
episode?
pretty much. I mean, some are a little bit more than one episode. There's some overlap, but in general, usually an episode is like a group.
Okay.
In general. Now there's some overlap, and I think like for example, the Mom Talks, they might have overlapped like another episode, but in general, that's the idea.
Okay. I
Yeah.
was trying to figure out what this place was at first because
Hmm.
it started and it just kind of started. It started like in the middle. It seemed like it
Yeah,
was just kind of
well,
like, oh,
because
here we go.
that
Okay.
was episode 3 of
Okay.
the season, so you missed the first episode where they explained it all, but I didn't want to make you watch 2
Thank
episodes.
God.
So
We just kind of
basically,
we just
the
kind of
first episode is them explaining.
we just kind of dove in and we just kind of went and I
Yeah.
was just like, "Oh, okay, we're just going."
Yeah.
And then something pops up on the screen and it says like 10 minutes check-in. I'm like, "What are we checking in for?" Like, I don't know what's going
Hmm.
on.
Yep.
But I figured
Yeah,
it
because I
out.
kind of
It's
just threw
not
you to the wolves.
yeah, it's we
Yeah.
figured it out eventually. Like it's not that difficult to figure out eventually,
Yeah,
but
it's not rocket science.
no, it's not rocket
Yeah.
science, but
But
it's
I made you start in the middle because I wanted you to specifically see that episode
okay. Is there a
with the
reason that you
Mormon
wanted me to
wives.
specifically see the Mormon Wives? Is it just because you like the Mormon Wives more than any other others?
I like that show, and I knew the the new season of Secret Lies of Mormon Wives was coming out, so there was just crossover
Okay.
there with like 2 of my favorite reality TV
Okay.
shows. So
Okay.
yeah, that's why
Okay.
specifically.
Got it.
And I knew that you had obviously never also seen Secret Lives of Mormon
No.
Wives, so I wanted you to at least have a little bit of background on who
Got it.
they are.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a couple of them. It was Layla,
It's like
Jen,
5 of them or something.
Demi,
Yeah.
and
I
Jesse, I
don't
think.
remember any of the
Yeah,
names.
that
Mm-mm.
went.
Yep, don't remember any
But
names.
basically, a couple of the moms from Mom Talk that we talked about earlier went to the villa and were on this episode of Vanderpump Villa as the luxury villa guests. So that's where the crossover happens that I just was dying for you to see. because there's like so much crossover drama. So Mauricio, one of the guest services or server, I can't remember exactly. I think it's guest services maybe is his official job, I think. Anyways, he has drama with some of the women that's showcased in Vanderpump Villa, but also in the new season of Secret Lives, they go even further into what happened in Italy on this other show. So it's like the adult version of a Disney crossover movie.
Hmm.
Did you ever watch those? Like when they would have like the High School Musical people be with like the Lizzie McGuire people, and
I
like there was crossover episodes.
don't remember. Maybe I don't remember. Not really. No.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
it's just
Yeah.
amazing. I
Okay.
love it.
If you say so.
So Mauricio in Vanderpump Villa like
Is he the
flirts with
is he the one that made out?
Demi.
Is he the one that made out with the other one? That is he the one that made out with the one in the by the pool? Is that one? I don't remember.
Yeah. Well, they didn't make out. They were just talking.
There was two of them that made out. I don't know which ones those were.
I don't remember now.
Okay.
It's been a while since I've watched Vanderpump Villa. I think we're thinking of the same one,
Okay.
Mauricio. He was flirting with Demi by the pool. She's married.
No, then we're
It
not
like
thinking.
still is
Then we're not
married.
thinking of the same one. Then
Oh, okay.
because this was different because so you're thinking of a different thing because this was in like the trailer tease for the next episode.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I didn't see this. I saw
Okay.
like a 30-second clip of this before
Snippet
it
of it.
stopped because it cut it off because it was teasing to the next
Oh, it
episode.
was the cliffhanger to the next
Mhm.
one.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So
Which
yeah,
I'm
there
not going to
are
watch.
overlapping some
Not going to
episodes.
watch.
So
Nope.
basically all they do is talk and flirt, but she's married. So
Yeah.
that's why it was so dramatic, and she's this
Yeah.
Mormon mom. So that's why it was so dramatic. But everyone thought that that was it for the most part. But then on Wednesday, this new season of Secret Lives was released. And then it kind of, well, no, I can't spoil it. Anyways, it comes out that it was actually
I have a
like,
sounder for this. Hold on.
okay, yeah, just in case anyone is as passionate about this as I am.
Go ahead.
So basically, it comes out that not only did he flirt with Demi, he actually flirted with Jesse. And then when they all got back from Italy, so both the Vanderpump Villa cast and the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives cast, when they all got back from Italy, apparently there was like an ongoing relationship between Jesse and Mauricio, and Jesse's married. Now, it's all rumor mill. Like, who knows what's true? Who knows who was spreading who? We talked about earlier, like people from different camps put out different things to try to
Yeah.
trash talk other people. But it was just wild all around. And it was like just watching this perfect storm of two of my favorite trash reality shows combined.
Just intermingling together.
Yeah.
Uh,
And it was amazing.
I just
So
whatever.
it was a good week for me in that sense of
Uh,
I feel fulfilled for like
I'm
reality TV for quite a while.
I'm glad I feel fulfilled for with reality TV for the rest of my life. I don't ever need to watch another one again.
Until next year when I make you do another reality TV episode.
Sure
One a year.
I'm sure we'll have
One
to,
a year.
you
You can give me one a year.
Hey, you know what? I'll probably watch it. I watched this one, didn't I? Like,
Yeah.
which one did I watched something like this last year. No, I watched clips of Real Housewives. You sent me clips of Real
Yeah.
Housewives last year. That's what it was.
Mhm.
So I've done this before.
Yes, yeah.
I've done this before. I'm a team player. I will do this. It's not enjoyable. Like it's what it is.
just like we tell our viewers or listeners, if you want something different to talk about, give me something different to talk about.
Yes.
Otherwise, I'm going to talk about Vanderpump Villa.
That's you know what? It's fine. I We're going to talk about different things. You and I have a lot of the same interests, but some of them are different. And,
Yeah,
there's this is one that
clearly this one.
this one is one that I'm not into, but it was interesting. It was interesting to see.
Yeah.
Because
Do you have any
obviously,
other thoughts or hot takes?
no, no, there's just
Besides, I hate this. What were you thinking when you watched that episode?
I'm not even going to say hate. Because hate's a really
Mhm.
strong word.
Yeah.
It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
It's just not for me. Like, it's out there for people. Great. That's fine.
Hmm.
It's just I'm glad that people like it. And I'm glad that it's
Yeah.
out there for people. Just not my
It's an
thing.
interesting premise of a show to me. Like, I don't, maybe there's another show like this. I haven't seen another show that's relevant that is like a behind the scenes luxury hotel. Uh,
No.
Maybe there is,
I
and
don't
I'm
know.
like offending someone, but
Yeah, I don't know.
um,
I mean,
I
this
don't know. I
is
like the premise of it. It's
obviously it's
it's
a popular
different
one.
than just like Real Housewives or something that just follows people around. Like it actually kind of has a premise, which is interesting.
So what's the difference between this and Vanderpump Rules?
Vanderpump Rules was at one of the restaurants.
So it's kind
Now,
of the
I have
same
not
it's
seen
kind of the same
all of Vanderpump Rules.
idea then. It's just one's a
Hmm.
restaurant, one's a hotel, basically.
Yeah, a villa,
Okay.
yeah. Um, Same premise.
Okay.
So it's just behind the scenes of a restaurant. Now that one was very dramatic and went for a very long time. I think it's done now. I don't know for sure because I have seen Real Housewives, Vanderpump Villa, Secret Lives, a bunch of different Real Housewives, but I haven't watched Vanderpump Rules yet. It's on my list.
Hmm.
There's just, it's one of those that it's to me is like Game of Thrones. Like there's so much there. I have to like dedicate myself to it
I
and
love
not
Game
watch
of
anything else
Thrones.
for a little bit.
I love Game of Thrones. So,
Yeah.
but
And I
that's
just
like
restarted Criminal Minds, so I don't have the headspace to restart anything else right now or
uh,
start anything else.
uh, uh,
Yeah. I know you
but
love Game of Thrones and West Wing or
well, I do love the
what
West
is
Wing
it?
too. There's
Yeah.
Westworld. Westworld is
What are your other binge what is Kevin approved for binge watching or just rewatching?
rewatching. Um, I will put on Scrubs a lot of times if I want to watch something. If I just want like a comedy
Hmm.
noise on the background. Um, Seinfeld. I can always
Hmm.
turn on an episode of Seinfeld. A lot of the sitcoms are the ones that I will turn on if I just want noise, because
Like background noise.
especially if it's something that I've seen 5 or 6 times that I know all of them anyway. It doesn't matter. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I don't know. The West Wing is a great show. I love The West Wing. But it's one that you kind of have to sit down and watch and pay attention to.
Yeah.
Um, Westworld was good for a couple seasons, the first couple seasons. Game of
Hmm.
Thrones is a good show. Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
like Game of Thrones, but I have to like watch it because I genuinely want to watch it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
it's
I've
one of
only seen it
those.
once.
It's kind of like that. It's. I agree with that. It's one of those that you kind of have to watch too. So,
Yeah.
but
What are so okay, so those are your rewatches. I think my rewatches are Law and Order SVU,
yeah, I know
Criminal
that. Hmm.
Minds, um, Friends, Buffy, um, Real House, like some of the reality TV that you don't need to watch. It's just noise.
Yeah.
Like Real Housewives. Yeah, there's a lot of reality TV that I'll put on. Recently, well, before I restarted Criminal Minds, American Dad.
Okay.
American Dad is hilarious to me. And I don't really like a lot of cartoons, really.
Mm-hmm.
Or are they called cartoons or are they called something different? Is it a
Yeah.
cartoon or
Animation.
animated
Whatever. Yeah.
animated
Yeah.
show? Or
Animation.
I don't know what the official title is. Like Family Guy and things
Yeah.
are like okay.
Animation. Yeah.
Casey really likes Futurama, but American Dad is the only one that I think I find funny.
Okay.
So I'll put that on occasionally,
Yeah,
depending on my mood.
I get that.
But yeah.
I do a
Well,
lot of
that's about all I
movies,
had on
and I don't have
Secret
a lot of
Lives and
time, so
yeah, yeah. But I don't want to torture you too much. So I didn't have anything else. Did you have anything else for Vanderpump Villa
no,
or
no, 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 no. Um, nah.
Okay.
I watched it. That was about the extent of what I needed to get out of it. Um, yeah. I
Yep.
don't. Yeah. No. Didn't.
I give you props for trying it. Like I said, you always will try something before you criticize it, which I appreciate.
Yeah. I will
Yeah.
give anything it's shot for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's definitely it's not for
Innocent until
me.
proven guilty.
Yes. There you go. Innocent until proven guilty. We'll treat it like a court of
Yeah.
law. Um,
hmm
but I think that means it's probably time for facts.
Yep.
So Nick, I will cede the floor to you for this because I didn't know what to do. So my fact has nothing to do with anything we've been talking about today, for the most part. So I'll
Yeah.
let you have this to start.
Okay. Mine is just interesting. So we were talking about, you know, mom talk being on Vanderpump Villa. So it's about like Mormonism. Nothing bad, just really interesting to me because it's near where I live. Um, so Joseph Smith visited Independence, Missouri,
Hmm.
and received a revelation that identified this specific area in Jackson County as the center place of Zion. And so he thought in his this revelation that this would be like a holy city where righteousness would prevail and like the saints would prepare for Jesus' second coming or something. I don't know exactly what Zion is, but a holy place. But this has always been funny to me just because like if you live around here, Independence isn't that.
By the way, for anybody who doesn't know, Joseph Smith is like the founder or kind of leader,
Oh, yes.
original leader of Mormon, the Mormon religion.
Yeah, I don't know what his official title is, but he
Yeah,
like created Mormonism, I
yeah.
think. Yeah. And so he had this revelation that independence was Zion, and it's just funny to me as someone who lives extremely close to independence, but not in independence for that reason. Or not for that reason, for like because it's not Zion.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was my fun fact. Was his revelation.
So mine, I actually didn't have a clue. So right before
Mhm.
this, we were talking, and Nikki gave me an idea to look up soda, facts on soda,
Mhm.
because
Yes.
the
Because
the mom
Mormons
talks drink soda.
they drink soda because
There's rules on
they're not
caffeine,
supposed,
from
well,
what I
it's hot
understand.
drinks.
It's hot
The
drinks.
like actual rule, it says hot drinks. But they interpret it, I guess, to be hot tea and hot coffee. So I don't really understand that.
See,
Um,
I had heard
because they
caffeine in the
have like hot,
past.
yeah, that's what I've heard too. But like in the show, they have hot chocolate and stuff. But the actual like wisdom or whatever it's called, the words of wisdom, it says hot drinks.
I
But
don't
I
know.
guess they interpret that to mean caffeine. So
Because they had
I don't
also
know.
they also said
Anyways,
alcohol, which alcohol a lot of times isn't hot. So
yeah. So I
I
don't
don't.
know.
Okay.
It doesn't really make
Anyway,
sense to me,
they
and
don't
I don't even want to go
they
down
don't
that road. But they
drink.
drink soda.
They drink soda. So um,
Yeah.
we're gonna go with soda.
Yeah.
Um, we're gonna specifically go with Coca Cola, which
Hmm.
not only being soda, but Coca Cola is the most widely distributed product, period, on planet Earth.
Oh. Oh wow.
Um, it is so widely distributed that if you were to pour every single drop of Coke that has ever been made into an 8-ounce bottles and stacked them on top of each other, they would reach to the moon and back over 2,000 times.
That's a lot of Coke.
That is a lot of Coca-Cola.
hmm I do like Coke. I don't drink a lot of soda, but when I do, it's usually Coke or Dr. Pepper,
That
like
is
once a month.
understandable. I
hmm
try I have tried to cut out as much soda as possible. So
Hmm.
I try to drink more water or these like
Oh, the
sparkling,
sparkling water.
yeah, the
Yeah,
sparkling water
I like
things.
LaCroix and
Um,
stuff. I really like the San Pellegrino Italian sparkling water.
okay. Yeah, I've tried to cut out soda, so for the most part.
Yeah,
But yeah, Coca-Cola. Um,
very cool.
lots of Coke around the world. Lots of Coca-Cola around the world. But anyway,
Hmm.
Nick, I think that's it for this week, isn't it?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, uh, if you like reality television and mom talks, good for you. I'm not one of those people. So, hopefully I can make it another year. Hopefully I can make it till at least next May before I have to do another one of these.
Yep. At
Anyway,
least until the next season.
at least until they come out with another season, which I'm hoping is a while.
Yep. It'll
But
be next summer, so.
yeah, let's hope so. Anyway, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye.